What's up, everybody out there? Spidey at the Aranya Boys coming to you from the Aranya Loft, and as you can see, it is just overcast, miserable. The second race got canceled, so really got nothing going on right now except for the breeding that I'm doing. The Lencia Bugatti hen, they're on their third round. I wanted to stop them after two, but Dan wanted to go a third round. The Casbors, they're on babies, so that's a good thing. And then we have this is like the Tinkerbell's Dream with the Picasso onto the Diablo, and they're on eggs. And then the Picasso and the Superman hen, they're on babies. So got some good stuff going on down up there. Got the Casbor and the Thomas, they got their first baby. Now their next set of eggs are the ones that my people from Philadelphia, they're gonna be buying the eggs. $100 for a set of eggs is kind of crazy, but it's a Casbor and a Thomas 6, and it's an inbred Thomas 6. So I already got the first baby back there. I get to keep that one, so the next eggs go to them. So at least I get a baby out of it. And then I got the little Hondo. Where is she? Oh, she's hiding by the door. This is the D46. Man, good stuff going on. But we did get the times in. I do not have a race sheet for the first race, but it is official. All three of Dad's birds were in the top 10 in the club and combine. And the Aranya Boys, first three birds, because that's all we're allowed to clock is the first three. We're also in the top 10 in the club in the combine, which that means since we had all 6 of our birds in the top 10 in the combine, they get diplomas, and that's what I'm all about. I love the diplomas. The diplomas are like kind of like the equivalent of like a prize, because at the end of the year they'll get a certificate, a diploma saying that they finished in the top 10 in the combine, their place, their speed, and that's what it's all about for me. If I would go through a whole season without getting a combine diploma or any kind of thing, it would be pretty much a wasted season, because the genetics, the money, and the time that I put into these pigeons, you know, it would just be a shame to not get any kind of results. But they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. So for today, I'm going to show you the fathers of the pigeons that got diplomas for the Aranya Boys. And we're going to start with my first pigeon, which I call it the red monkey, but technically, here he is. Hit Monkey Jr. is what I call him. Of course, he's got Weston, which is Red Monkey's daddy. He's got the Mona Lisa, and then of course Red Monkey isn't Red Monkey without the Wolverine. 3 times, because 340 and Red Hit Monkey are the parents of Hit Monkey Jr. So it's pretty much line bred Mona Lisa, Wolverine. Of course, you got the Aviator, the Rocket in there, all the goodies. But there he is. First season breeding him, Dad said, hey, grab one of those red monkeys and made him up, and I grabbed him. I let his brother sit. He has a brother, he has a full brother, and he has 3 full sisters. I bred out of the sisters, but he was the only cock. I let the other one sit. But he did real well. Already, he bred a combine diploma winner, which is fantastic. Then this next guy, this was my number 2 pigeon, which right there, the head Cuban onto the Dano, the 410 Cuban. But what really makes it kind of special is it's a cross, because it's a Jansen Van Loom that goes back to the Elger camp. Miss Chicago, Mr. Chicago. So it's a Hubin, head Hubin with the 410 Van Loom. And the Mr. Chicago, Miss Saigon, just happens to be the hen that I had made it onto Hit Monkey Jr. So the hen that he was on was Elder Camp, Miss Saigon, Chicago, Van Loom Jansen. So, and then boom, you got the Van Loom Jansen Hubin, and it scored second. And I love this pigeon. At the beginning, in February, I was going through a bunch of, my dad buys so many birds, and I came across this cock, this Hubin, and I didn't know what it was because I didn't have any paperwork on it. And I was like, Dad, I found this bird. His number's 21422. I was like, he's got a Jeds band. I do not know what he is, but I'm in love with this pigeon. I was like, I picked him up. I was like, I want to breed him, but I need to know what he is. So he's like, well, offhand, he's like, I'm not sure who that is. So we went, we found him, found out that he was a hedge Hubin, 410, and plus he was crossed with the Van Loom. So I was like, right away, I went and I put him onto our line bred 410. Our two 410s, they're super, and it hit right away and got me a combine diploma in the first race. So very excited about that. And my third bird was kind of a surprise, but not really, because it goes back to De Kittles and Greipel, the Vandenbuch. Man, this cock bird, I call him the Greipel cock because he's loaded with Greipel. You got Greipel, son of Greipel, and then of course you got the Blue Leo. I mean, whenever you talk about Vandenbroek, you can't talk about Vandenbroek without talking about Leo Hermans, because that's how he created his family. And then of course you got De Kittles onto his own daughter, and then you got his son and daughter right here. So this is all inbreded Kittles, and this is pretty much his brother Greipel, which was the 6th national ace. Kittles was the 1st national ace. His brother was the 6th national ace in the same year. Fantastic blood, and of course it scored a combine diploma. You know, so the Kittles is, so that's three combine diplomas for the Aranya boys. And I didn't dig up my dad's. He scored with a Van Loom. His first bird was another Van Loom. We love the Van Looms. Dad loves the Van Loom. So his first bird was a Van Loom with the Elder Camp. Jansen Van Loom was his mate. So the Elder Camp is really, everybody should know Elder Camp. They're just fantastic with them Van Loom Jansens. But his second bird was the Casbor. So Casbor got a combine diploma. And then his third bird was the Whitey Bart Queen L. So the Whitey Bart Queen L got a combine diploma. So first race, total, we got 6 combine diplomas. 6 birds in the top 10 in the combine and the club. So it was a great start. Can't complain. But I can't wait. There's one of the babies. See that white flighter? That is the first baby out of the Mulemans. She's a pretty white flighter. I just happened to have her pedigree here to show you what I did with the Mulemans. I just happened to have it on this thing, so before I go, I'm going to show you her pedigree, that little white flighter, because I think I'm going to let her go, and I'm going to keep her brother, but her number is 368. That's the white flighter I showed you. She's the blue bar white flighter, and I call her Golden 368 because she's out of the golden pair, the golden couple, the Muleman, golden couple. Boom, 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 boom. And it looks beautiful whenever the pedigree is done. Look at that. Beard, Sherry, Skippy, Isabel, Beard, Sherry, Skippy, Isabel, Beard, Sherry, Skippy, Isabel. We can do this all day because this is an inbreded. I took the golden boy and the golden girl are 14s. They're breeding at my house right now, and this is the finished product. And man, this pedigree looks good, but whew, these babies, I mean, for being inbred, they handle fantastic, man. And there's two of them. The two first ones are in here, the cock and the hen. And the reason why I don't think I can let go of 369, the cock, is because he looks like the daddy. He looks like the golden boy, because he's a blue bar pied. He looks just like his daddy, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna let him go. But these Mulemans are so hard to come by, and if you find them, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg. And I'm just blessed to have like two that still, man, they're like machines. They're on their third round. They already have two rounds out and banded, and once they get their last set of eggs, then I'm gonna pull them apart. That's enough. I mean, they're 2014s. I mean, and they already gave me the cockbird. I got two on the race team with him with a Super Crack 699, and then I got where is it? I stalked her. I didn't race her. The one out of the hen, I put her onto a Hopkins cock, and she threw me such a pretty baby that I stalked her. There she is, the little pod. She's right there, the little pod white flight. She's the baby out of the head. She turned out to be a blue bar white flight pod, and she's Muleman Hopkins. So that was, I got like 2 rounds out of them with other birds, and then 3 rounds together. So I think that's enough for 2014s. I need to get them last set of eggs and get them apart. But man, we got a lot of awesome things going on here at the Araña Loft. I mean, I really wish we would be racing, but the weather. So next week we'll be at it again. I hope everybody out there is having a great week. I know, hey, we're already off to a fantastic start. I'm super excited, man. Go out there, do something good for someone, and the good will come back to you. Spuddy's out.